Introducing Next Gen 15, the new home of school rugby.
Well, where does this come from?
Covering everything the school game has to offer in both the north and southern hemispheres.
What a great tackle! It's not good enough. 1-2, skip a few and with the wheels.
Highlighting tomorrow's stars, Next Gen 15 will be bringing you live games and a regular update of all the news and in-depth views on the global game.
What's a kick?
Where did he come from and how did that happen?
All your school rugby, all in one place. This is Next Gen 15.
Hello and welcome to Whitgift School. We are here for round 2 of the school's championship. It's Whitgift up against Wellington College. It's a bright, sunny, lovely day here. You can see Wellington College warming up behind us. We're about 10 minutes behind where we were originally scheduled to be. Kickoff was meant to be 2:30, we're now at 2:40. South London traffic, what can you do about it? It's a tricky one, but that gives us a bit of time to talk about what's upcoming today. It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and also to reflect on what happened last week up at Sedbergh School for round 1 of the school's championship. That was absolutely glorious. 4 teams up there in Sedbergh, Millfield and Clifton College, in a bit of a warm-up game beforehand. Clifton College, though, at the end of that, after they'd beaten Millfield, announcing their intention to join the school's championship officially next year. Of course, currently the 4 teams, Sedbergh, Millfield, Wellington College and Whitgift, here today. That first game then, it was Sedbergh against Whitgift. Sedbergh, an absolutely storming start, a 46 points to 10 victory. We thought for a moment that Whitgift were going to come back into it. It was 24 points to 10 with about 15 minutes to go. But my goodness me, didn't Sedbergh just come absolutely charging back? Absolutely fantastic rugby, some glorious stuff, a hat-trick from fullback Tom Burton. He's had a glorious day, glorious week rather, on Twitter and Instagram. His name has been in the lights. But here today, it's all about Wellington College and Whitgift, and we're going to have a dive into the teams and have a look at what's going on, because there are a lot of changes to the sides. Whitgift have made 5 changes, in fact, from that team that went up to Sedbergh. But I'm going to run through them for you here in order. We've got in the back 3, Ben Townrow, Tyler Stewart-Parsley and Luca Holland. In the centres, Ben Corrie and Labib Iqbal. Halfbacks, Ethan Fitzgerald and Sam Line. And then up front, the big men, Jamie Miller, Ben Abraham, Sebastian Rubio Prida are in the front row. Second row, Jocelyn Heaver, captain, alongside Gabriel Akamea. Fraser Murray, Will von Daddleston and Noah Berger make up the back row, and on the bench, Harry Flint, Dom Wade, Cass Harris and Samuel Johnson. Chris Wilkins is their director of rugby. But as I say, 5 changes coming into the team. We've got Akamea, Murray, Line, Query and Stuart Parsley. That means that Sam Gower-Smith, Max Hammond, Matthew Roberts and Connor Budd all miss out. Sadly, all with injuries as well, really unfortunate. Max Hammond we saw with that nasty knock up at Sedbergh, but he's back in good shape, we believe, but obviously having to rest up with the head knock. But some great players out there. Tom Stradwick is coaching the forwards and Sam Morley coaching the backs. I've seen some of the work they've been doing in the warm-up. It's looking like it's going to be really, really good stuff. Over on the Wellington College side, well, they had a difficult start to the season last week. They were up against Harrow, one of those sides that we've been talking about as being a real contender this year. And Harrow put in an absolutely fantastic performance. 21-15 they managed to seal victory with. It was a much bigger margin than that, though, with not too much time left on the clock. Wellington College will be pleased with the way they came back, but they know they're going to have to be on the money here today against Whitgift if they're to get the victory. Now, The Wellington College lineup, again, from fullback upwards. Ben Frampton, Luke Anfield and Tyler Afire are in the back three. Centres, Harrison Hall and Lloyd McEwen-Peters. Halfbacks, Harry Eckersall and Rory Taylor, the skipper today. Up front, Zach Kernan, Dowie Simmons and Ralph Hawker. In the second row, Wilf Morris, Isaac Sprenger. Now, that's a first start for both of those lads. It's a brand new second row combination, so keep an eye out for that one. And in the back row, Michael Campbell, Jonty Moraes and Oliver Teague. On the bench, Owen Nash, Tom Taylor and Finn Walder. And Kyle McDonald heads things up. Our colleague Dan Richards, the erstwhile coach here at Wellington College, now succeeded by his old assistant Kyle McDonald. So we're going to go and have a chat with Kyle in a bit, and I'm going to in fact make my way towards him as we speak. But just a couple of shout outs to a few of the Wellington players who are missing today. Johnny McFall out injured. He played hooker last week. Really upsetting to see him miss out. He's had to have surgery. He's going to miss a fair bit of the season, which is a real shame for him. Other guys to miss out, unfortunately, Henry Busby in the back row. Charlie Gould, the usual 9 and captain for Wellington College, is going to be out missing. And also George Stavrill in the back three. So it's a bit of a shame for them. They've got 3 lads, real key players missing, as indeed have Whitgift, have we heard. Five changes for them. Also 2 positional, by the way. Iqbal moving from 12 to 13. And in the back row, Van Dresden moving from 6 to 7 because of Hammond's injury. Now, I'm going to just sneak over here and grab a word with Kyle McDonald, who is the head of rugby here at Wellington College. How are you getting on, Kyle?
All good, thank you. All good. Looking forward to this afternoon and getting started in the schools championship with the annual Seb game. I think it's the 6th rendition, is it? So, yeah, the boys are really looking forward to getting out there and playing.
Yeah, and special to play in Seb's memory, of course, former people at both schools, and cracking player in his time, and hopefully the boys out there were doing proud.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing day, amazing facilities, and the boys, you see them all wearing their hilltops, which is the house he was in when he joined Wellington. They know the story, and I know Wilco and the guys here at Whitgift. The game's playing in such a good spirit, and the boys are looking forward to honouring that, absolutely.
And on the field today, excited to get the schools championship underway from a Wellington College perspective. I'm sure you saw the game last weekend. Excited to join the fray? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, all of our games mean an awful lot to the boys, but having these 3 sort of bigger games, I guess, with this title puts a little bit more on it for the boys. Not that Wellington Whitgift needs much more on it at all. And as I say, the Wellington Harrow game was massive in its own right. So, yeah, boys looking forward to another great game and getting out there and giving it the best shot.
Tough game last week against Harrow, but I imagine the boys take a bit of heart from the way that towards the end of the game they start to come back into things.
Yeah, absolutely. Our last 10-15 minutes is what we spoke about, while a few of the lads were going down with cramp and all the rest of it. To score the last 2 tries, including one that went the length of the pitch, meant there was a bit of energy going into training this week. So hopefully we can start as we finished last week is the plan.
Rory Taylor at fly half had good fun in South Africa with England under 18. Must be quite inspirational for the boys around him to have a fly half of that calibre playing. Yeah, absolutely. And he's been amazing coming back. His leadership, bit of a shame he won't be able to play against his centre mate Sean for Whitgift. I think he's out today, isn't he? So, but yeah, Rory's been amazing coming back, showing the boys, particularly the lower 6th and the younger 5th form that we've had in and around the training squad, what that looks like at the top level. Final thought then, just sort of thoughts on what a great occasion this is in general. The school game represents the very best of the game. Absolutely. For most of these boys and for most of the parents and the staff, this will be an absolute highlight for them. And the hope is, as you said to the upper 6th, the last time they'll ever get to play Wellington Whitgift, probably the last time they'll ever play with a lot of these players on this pitch. So, yeah, memories for a lifetime for these guys. Well, good luck, Carl. And if the sun stays out, you might get to take your coat off. Cheers. As you heard Carl saying, this game is also the Seb Adeniran Alule Memorial Game. Seb was a former pupil of both Whitgift and then latterly Wellington College. An England under-18 and England under-20 front rower. He went on to receive a contract from Harlequins and was on dual registration with Richmond before so tragically he died. This game is played in his memory, and you can follow the work that's being done in his name at Seb's Foundation on Twitter and the website Seb's Foundation. They do some fantastic stuff, some great fundraising. Harlequins have got behind it. These 2 schools have got behind it. There's a trophy up on the halfway line that will have a wonder pass later on that's being played for today. So not only is this the schools championship 2nd game, it's also the Seb Adeniran Alule Memorial Game. And what's worth us having a little think about as we hear the teams having a bit of a yelp in the changing rooms is that as Carl mentioned as well, Sean Kerr for Whitgift is missing today. Sean played 12 for England under-18 alongside Rory Taylor, the England under-18 fly half for Wellington College, as the boys make their way onto the pitch. We're going to be dropping off in a second, by the way, for 2 minutes silence here at Whitgift School. But I just want to finish up by saying, do check out Seb's Foundation, some fantastic work, and do tune in for the rest of this game. It's going to be an absolute cracker. I'm going to jump up to the commentary box in just a second for Whitgift against Wellington College in the second round of the Schools Championship. It's going to be great. An impeccably observed moment, silence there for both Her Majesty the Queen and Sedbergh and Ulule. Kick-off approaching fast here at Whitgift for the second round of the Schools Championship. Whitgift hosting Wellington College. Whitgift, you can see huddling up on the right-hand side of your screen there in the blue shirts, and on the left-hand side of your screen in the gold and black hoops of Wellington College. We are going to be in for something very, very special here this afternoon. We saw what things were like up at Sedbergh School last weekend. It was tremendous stuff, and we can expect plenty more of that here this afternoon. The referee blows his whistle and we're underway. And it's a scrappy kick-off, and we're going to be straight into a line-out for Whitgift. For Wellington College, rather. Whitgift taking it out. Two fantastic rugby schools out there on the field today, so much so there are 4 players in Premiership rugby action this week, or this weekend rather, who hail from these two schools. George Hammond in action for Harlequins against Saracens today, and opposing him will be Elliot Daly, both of them Whitgift old boys. And playing for London Irish is Ben Loader, a former Wellington College pupil, as is Sam Spink, who's going to be playing for Wasps. That just shows you the calibre of schools we've got here as Rory Taylor gets the ball through his hands. England under-18 fly half looking to release what is a very exciting backline. Wellington. Taking the ball in through the midfield. No scrum half, now they've got one. Working it through. Big carry that from Ralph Hawker. The vice captain at tight head prop, having a little dart round the fringe now is Harry Ekersall. Strong tackling from Akamea for Whitgift. Came off the bench against Sedbergh, gets a start here today. Whitgift sniffing a turnover. Have they got one? Referee says too over eager. Penalty Wellington College. And Wellington College are going to take aim at the posts through Rory Taylor. Saw him going through his kicking routines in the warm-up. He was looking pretty eagle-eyed during that, so expect a good start from him here. Windy out there though. One of those slightly bizarre September days where it feels as though you've got pretty much every sort of weather going on. We've got sun, wind, cold, none of it affecting Rory Taylor though, who bangs over the penalty to give Wellington College an early 3-0 lead. Taylor, who of course moved to Wellington College ahead of his lower sixth year, having previously been at Ride School with Upper Chine. Grasping his opportunity with Wellington College with both hands. Performing fantastically for London Irish under 18s, as well as his school. And then performing exceptionally well on that England under 18 tour of South Africa, having also played in the under 18 Six Nations Festival. Wind is picking up. And ball spilled from the restart. Whitgift, first attacking opportunity of the game. Driving through to the hands, Ethan Fitzgerald. Ball doesn't quite go to hand, it'll drift wide. But we come back for the knock on. And this big crowd here on Big Side starting to get a little bit excited.
Marcus, left of the mark, please. Come. Okay, slow call. 3 steps, please. Thank you. Ready? Crouch!
First scrum of the game. A big test. First start at hooker, by the way, for Wilf Morris. For Dowie Simmons, rather. In the front row for Wellington College. Wilf Morris also on his first start behind him in the second row.
Crouch!
Alongside Isaac Sprenger.
Bind! Set! Hold! Hold! Hold now! Hold now!
Sam Line gets the ball out to his back line. Line was on the bench last week against Sedbergh, gets his opportunity in the starting shirt today against Whitgift, and he's buzzing around that breakdown here in these early exchanges.
No side, no! 6 pass, take it down.
Another dart through from Line. Forwards take over now. Jamie Miller thundering into contact there. And it's a penalty Whitgift. And Line goes quickly. Close towards the line.
Step back, to the line! It's on the line! It's on the line! That's on the first one, high shot.
Penalty Whitgift.
As well. You're going to stay the back foot.
2 penalties, I think, in fact. A high tackle.
Here.
And then not rolling away. And Jocelyn Heaver, the Whitgift captain, tells Fitzgerald, his vice captain, to get that ball in the corner. Whitgift fancy a rumble.
Twice now, right? Stay on the line, boys.
Safely brought down by Von Daddleston. Von Daddlezen, rather.
No advantage. No, number one, don't pull, number one.
And the ball is rumbling forward. The Whitgift maul working well. A source of great pride over the years. It's not earned them a try yet, but it's earned them a penalty.
So no 5 minutes to goal.
Wellington College creeping offside.
You reach early, guys. Stay my hands down, please.
And Fitzgerald is going to pump it into the corner again.
Okay. Yes, fine. But number one was just don't try to pull. Number one, yellow.
Whitgift.
Now don't pull it down.
That maul was really starting to charge towards the try line.
Time off.
Got themselves set early. Wellington did well to sort of come round the outside,
Okay,
I think legally, as it turned
okay,
out.
time on. Wait for my hands down, guys. Wait for my hands down. Wait!
Brought down once again by Von Daddleston.
No, stay over there. No, don't shoot. It's fine.
And they're across the line of Whitgift. The Whitgift maul for the second time makes a big difference. Whitgift. That maul that went so well the first time goes well again the second time. And they burrow across the line on that far side. And look what it means to them charging in. All 15 players. Even Luca Holland making his way from the left wing to join the melee over there. It's a tricky conversion for Fitzgerald. Although he has managed to squeeze himself a couple of yards infield. Clever play. And that extra yard makes all the difference. Fitzgerald bangs over the extras. There's Ben Abraham, the scorer. A real hooker's try, that, wasn't it? 7-3 Whitgift lead.
Yeah. Kick out, please.
2 balls on the field, so we'll just have a quick
Time on.
stop while we get rid of that. Referee's happy. Ben Abraham, the man that burrowed his way over. Great contest in the air. Leaves the ball in the hands of Harrison Hall, the big man in the centres. Everyone in this Wellington College backline has had some sort of academy experience at some point or another.
Step back.
As Taylor flings it wide to a fire.
And out, blue ball.
Tyler Afire there on the left wing, the son of Martin Afire, the Wigan
Numbers.
legend in rugby league.
Five
Had a
man.
few years in Union, and his son now
Numbers,
plying
five.
his trade
5 balls.
here at Wellington College, having moved across from St Benedict's over the summer. And I'll tell you what, if he's even 10% as exciting as his father, he is going to be the man to watch this season. Whitgift clear, but Wellington College will have a line out with a good attacking position.
Right. Your line, please, blue. Line yours. I know, I agree with you. Line yours, line. Number 1. Line is yours. Inside leg, please. Thank you. Back 10. Back.
Ball goes over the top though. Whitgift through Abraham have a chance to counter. Akamea moves it wide. Now Iqbal. Played really well up at Sedbergh, did Iqbal. Releases Luca Holland down the left wing. Holland takes it in. Lines there to get the ball away, and now Abraham takes it into contact. Fitzgerald out the back to Iqbal. Iqbal ships it wide. Ball just skids around a little bit, but Stuart Pasley's there to tidy up. Big collisions here on big side, and it's a penalty to Wellington College.
He's a one, release. Yep.
Superb work on the deck.
He'll lift the ball. What are you going?
Timely intervention there from Wellington College.
Captain. I know. Right. Just wait, please. Yeah, thank you. 6 goals, 6. Here. Step back for the ball.
Wind is really picking up here in Croydon on this superb big side field of Whitgift Schools. So many great players have come through these ranks. Elliot Daly, of course, already mentioned. Danny Cipriani as well, of course. Getting real traction for their football nowadays at Whitgift.
Step back.
Heaver, the skipper, is on the charge.
Now you leave the ball, right? No, forward by
Not
number
forward.
1. Yellow. Yeah.
By Zach Kernan, so we'll have a Whitgift scrum.
Okay. I need to keep open the gap for the shoulder, please. Okay. Ready? Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Hold! Nope. Yeah, boys! Guys, I need to get a settle, guys. There's a wobbly scrum. Steady, please. Okay, ready? Right. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold! Hold!
Ball at the back of the scrum.
Yep, nope.
It's gone down, so we'll go again. Pressure coming through on both sides there.
So there was, I'm not sure.
Let's go, Gift, now.
Yeah, both of them must stay on your feet. Yeah, you're both here.
Come on.
Right. Crouch!
Line with the ball in his hands.
Bind! Set! Hold! Hold!
Gets it in.
Right, guys, need to...
I think the ref's going to have a bit of a chat here about how to get a scrum done with the two sets of front rowers.
Yeah, so earlier these two, now you're starting. Just go very slow. Try to get my timing, right?
Certainly no excuses for any poor footing. The surface here absolutely pristine. Had the chance to walk around on it earlier on.
Right. Okay. Crouch!
Genuine carpet here at Whitgift. A big shout out to the ground staff
Hold.
if they're tuning in.
Ball out. Leon.
Line has to tidy that one up. Gets it into the hands of Fitzgerald just about. And now Ben Quarry on his school's championship debut is the man to take it into contact. Fitzgerald through the hands. Oh, that's lovely work from Ben Townrow. Fast hands to get it to Holland.
Number 3. Entry row. Number 3.
And in the end, it's a penalty for Whitgift. As Ralph Hawker
Number 3.
tried to make an impact at that ruck.
Yeah.
Fitzgerald's kick is going to stay in field, and it's claimed by Ecclesall. Now Taylor gets it out with a brilliant chop tackle from Quarry, who's enjoying himself out here in his first game in this competition. Huge tackles coming through from Whitgift. We've got a bit of a size advantage up front, and they're keen to make it show in these tight exchanges. Taylor therefore opts to get the ball downfield, and he's found a bit of grass in the middle there, and that is going to run and run, and Fitzgerald's going to be close to his own try line when he gets this one. Decides to have a bit of a counter attack as well. Brought down, but manages to keep possession secure. So line feeds Akamea. He's a big man, is Akamea, and he's hard to put down. Makes good ground. Heaver, oh, soft hands onto Miller.
Not in the ball, no.
Line.
Take it in.
To Fitzgerald again. Fitzgerald has another little dart, takes it into contact.
No, you lost, no.
It's quick possession this for Whitgift.
No, leave it now. Leave it.
But it's all in and around their own 22, but Wellington College err again.
Don't balance your body weight at all, don't talk anymore. Goes, captain, please. Captain, 10. Time off. So where's the tape?
I think the referee's going to say to Taylor that that's just a few too many penalties.
Yeah, play off the feet. One knee down. Stay on your feet, please.
That's just a bit of miscalculation at that breakdown. Knee touching the floor as they competed for the ball.
Okay, time off. Okay, right. Numbers 5, right?
Kyle McDonald below me, the Wellington College head coach, wearing a bobble hat. Last time I saw him, it was all bucket hats at Rosslyn Park in the baking sunshine.
Okay, ready. Okay, time on.
Wellington College, of course,
Time on, boys.
who won that open competition at Rosslyn Park. Absolutely
In the middle, please.
blistering performance in the final against Millfield to claim the title. Millfield, of course,
No. Yeah, that's not good.
who went through the season unbeaten in 15-a-side and won the St Joseph's Festival,
Come on, line out.
and last week were named our top team in the world
Okay, go line
over
up,
that
boys.
21-22 season.
So that's one.
Such were their achievements.
Always going to your line. Need to be middle. You're asking, so line out. Yes,
And Millfield, of course, the only side
please, guys.
yet to make their schools championship debut, involved in that opening
Not fair.
weekend, but with a non-schools championship game.
So not straight, boys. Scrum cool.
Another scrum here,
Both, please, right?
halfway.
Yeah, thank you. Crouch.
Struggled a bit to get the last one
Bind.
to be completed. Hopefully this one
Set. Hold.
proves more successful.
Body, stay bound.
Looks as though it will. Ecclesall feeds Taylor, feeds Harrison Hall, who gets it on to the outside centre. Lloyd McEwen Peters, part of the Yorkshire Academy, and you can see why there,
Back.
as Taylor takes it into contact.
Stay bound. Back. Yellow.
Ecclesall has a little dart around the fringes. Quick ball,
Follow
back
side,
row
guys.
step in to cover for him while he was away.
So an advantage offside.
Taylor feeds a fire, fast hands to Luke Anfield. Another of the new men in this
Step back.
Wellington College team, his first start after moving
Still play on advantage offside, number 1
from
and 2.
Reading.
Okay, number 1 and number 2 blue offside.
Whitgift guilty of being offside this time, and Wellington College will have the penalty and a first chance to get on the scoreboard
Goal.
since that early Taylor penalty. But instead, they go for the scrum in front of the post.
Ready? First, I'll check it once.
See the replay here, Taylor getting it through the hands.
Where are you putting it? Right.
Big carry from Jonty Moraes, but met brilliantly by the Whitgift skipper, Jocelyn Heavert. Lloyd McEwen-Peters there in the 13 shirt. Moved down from Prince Henry's Grammar School this summer and announced earlier in the week that he was confirmed part of the Yorkshire Academy for this season.
Nope, stay back.
Wellington College go left through Taylor. Taylor straight to a fire, and a fire straight over the line. Like father, like son, a fire flying over the try line on that left-hand side. And Wellington College have the lead. We see it here. Good ball from the scrum. The skip pass from Taylor, and no one's catching a fire from there. Too much pace, too much momentum. Scorches over on the left-hand side. Testing conversion for Taylor on the far side, right up against the touchline. It's a clean strike, and a great strike from Taylor. Converts the Afire try, gives Wellington College a 10 points to 7 lead here at Whitgift. One try apiece. It's the Taylor penalty early on that's the difference between the two at the moment. Glorious pass from him out to Afire there for the try. Simple set piece move, executed to perfection.
So you put out inside, put one out. Yeah, one in, one out. Yeah, it's their ball.
Bit of an error from the restart. Means Whitgift are going to have a chance to launch a big attacking play immediately in response to the Wellington College try.
Go walking, boys, wait. Make sure straight, right?
Abraham finds Don Dazzledon again. Von Dazzledon.
Don't change your mind, don't change your mind. Don't change your
That
mind.
Whitgift maul has yielded a try already, and it's absolutely charging towards the try line now.
Release it now.
Goes to deck though. So release the back line.
Release it now.
Good tackling from the Wellington College number 8, Oliver Teague. Teague's family. So much history
You're off the feet,
in the Wellington College first 15 of late. But another penalty
So he's first on the ground and then no,
against Wellington College, and it means a yellow card for Ralph Hawker,
you wanna, what do you want by
the tight head prop.
Sorry. Yes.
Too many infringements from Wellington College.
Okay, next scrummage. Yeah. So you want to what do you want? Scrum. Scrum call, captain. Sort it
And
out
with the
there,
man
let's go.
advantage, Whitgift
Okay, time off.
are going to go for the scrum, which is going to mean a bit of a rejig
Okay,
for
time
Wellington College, as obviously it's a prop forward that's gone off.
Okay, boys, ready now? Okay, first scrum call. Contest, yeah, contest. All right, time on. Step back, step back. Yes.
Subs have been made. I think we've got a full front row.
Yeah, my call, right? My call.
Not quite see who's made it on, but I think it might be
Ready?
Tom Taylor,
Crouch.
wearing
Bind.
18.
Set. Hold, hold.
Wellington College then to the back through Berger.
No, release now, release.
He's well met though. As in goes Murray, and now Murray releases it out wide, just short of Whitgift.
Step back, step back, step back. Fine, play on. Go, Jay.
Back inside to Jamie Miller. And loose head prop, now Heaver has a dart.
Step back. Step back, step back.
Whitgift inches from the try line.
Leave the ball now, Yellow.
Wellington College, how long can they hold them out? Can they hold them out entirely? Line feeds it now to Fitzgerald, who has a look down the blind side. Door is half shut and spills it forward through contact. Wellington College survive.
Okay, scrum, boys, scrum. So you're 8 man in, right? You need to bring the 8 man. So
You see the replay here, Fitzgerald looked to the blind side, but a really good tackle that from Wilf Morris on his first start as well. Managing to get a hand on the arm.
Okay, time on.
Forcing the ball loose. Giving a side a scrum and a chance to escape.
Fine. Set. Hold, hold.
Wellington. Straight from the scrum. Hand it to Harrison Hall, the big man in the centres.
Yeah. Stop back, please. Tackle it to release 5.
And Hall earns his team a penalty. Whitgift not releasing as they went to compete for the ball.
8 blue, right? 8 blue. Need to release, please.
A real buzz here in the Croydon sunshine.
Get the ball, please. There, Mark. Your ball, get a nice place, please.
Wellington College going to walk into this line out. Thought for the quick set, but it's for the organised set, and it's good, clean ball off the top. Taylor to Hall again.
Step back. No side, no shoulder. What's your number? Number 2, right. Play on advantage. Shoulder charge in the rock.
Working hard through Tom Taylor.
Right. Number 2, please, captain.
And another penalty, I think.
Captain.
And the ref's going to have a word with Whitgift this time.
Okay, right.
Penalty count for both sides is
yeah, straight away in the back, please.
very high.
Number 2.
And it's going to be a yellow card for Ben Abraham, so we're going to be 14 aside for a little while.
Shoulder charge in the rock.
Just so important nowadays to get your technique absolutely spot on when entering the ruck.
Yeah, the 22, please. Yeah, there's the mark.
So an attacking line out to Wellington College. Bang on the 22.
That's all good.
Ball goes over the top, but it's claimed
No.
by
No.
Wellington.
No.
Finn Walder, by the way, has come on for a run out at scrum half. There he is on the ball now, out to Taylor.
Over.
Taylor finds
Play on, rip, play on.
McHugh Peters.
You're not in the ball, you're not in the ball. Leave the ball.
What a name as well, Lloyd McHugh Peters. Is he Welsh? Is he Scottish? Is he English?
No.
Perhaps all three
Leave the ball.
will be fighting for him in the years to come.
You, couple of times on the hands on the ground. Nope.
Once again, though, an
Number
infringement
2
and
hands on the
breakdown.
ground 2 times. And scoop the ball.
And it's another penalty. Both sides are going to have to work a bit on their discipline. Well, the yellow cards are going to keep
You're
on
on the
coming.
final as well. So there.
Fitzgerald has an opportunity to make real ground for Whitgift here. Whitgift, by the way, playing into the wind as much as either side is. Playing into the sun as well.
Step back, step back. Okay, boys, come on, please. Loose. Yeah, you get close to the gap. That's the mark. 1 meter, please. Thank you. Okay.
Whitgift go short, little tricky one at the front, but it's not gone 5.
It's not a 5 meter reach.
So it's a free kick, Wellington College.
Yeah, 5 meter, 5 meter reach.
We're just going through a bit of a patch in the game, aren't we, where neither side can really grab a foothold. Perhaps Wellington College can here from the quickly taken free kick. Taylor carries it through contact really well.
Thank you, no.
Makes good ground. Walder. Another player that moved here in his lower 6th year last year. Into the hands of Taylor and now to Anfield.
Step back, step back, step back.
Wellington working through the forwards. Teague with the tip on pass. Taylor now stepping back inside, breaks through the gain line. Walder feeds Teague again. Teague getting through a real shift of work here at the moment and making ground. Teague out the back to Hall. Hall, oh, brilliant take from McEwen Peters above his head. Well tackled though by Whitgift. As Hall again gets the big fend out and makes ground into the 22 now, Wellington College. Half time creeping up. What a time to score this would be. Taylor goes short to Dowie Simmons.
Go back.
Taylor to his fullback, Ben Frampton. Walder has a little dart through the middle, finds a bit of space for Teague. Teague gets the offload away. Whitgift's defence is equal to the challenge at the moment. How long can they last here? Out to the left to McEwen Peters, to a fire again, but the pass is forward. So nearly glorious for Wellington College. But the pass just drifted forward, and Whitgift survive a real danger period there. And I don't think there'll be any complaints about that one, as we see it there on the replay.
So no, you're being 4. Yeah, 5 minutes for you.
A really strong passage of play that from Wellington College though.
No, it's a 5 meters not reach. 5 meters not reach.
The interchange between forwards and backs.
So you guys coming in 2 minutes.
A real pleasure to see.
Ready, boys, now?
So we get a good view of some of the changes there, by the way, for Wellington College. You can see there in the front row, Owen Nash.
Your card for 3 minutes.
Standing in the tight head position at the moment. Tom Taylor is on the field somewhere.
Ready?
As I think Harry Flint there comes on for Whitgift.
Ready, guys? Crouch!
In a white shirt.
Bind.
We'll try and find out what's going on there.
Down.
Possibly pulled across from the second team game. Nevertheless, back to the action. And Whitgift looking to play out from deep here. That's a big abrasive carry. Fraser Murray, I think it is there. In fact, Jamie Miller, the loose head. Line with the box kick. Decent effort, but well claimed by Ben Frampton.
Go, go. Step back, guys.
Wellington look to go around the fringes. Slightly slow ball, so they work it down the fringe again.
You said.
Blind they go. Fast handling. That one looks a little bit skew-whiff in terms of direction. Referee happy enough though.
No, lost.
As Wellington College keep it tight still. Now they start to ship it wide. Taylor goes cross field towards a fire. A fire just too much on the kick.
No.
It was a nice idea from Taylor. Wellington College had got things really bunched in and around the fringes by attacking down that channel. But just a little too much on the kick. Well, we definitely have a replacement on for Whitgift, but he's wearing the number 3 shirt in a different colour. I'm pretty sure that's a pull across from the second 15 game. Let's hope he has an absolute stormer, hey?
No, I didn't see what. He tackled without a ball, I didn't see. No, he just fell off. He did not make a tackle. He just fell off. Sorry for you. Sorry.
Penalty Whitgift.
No.
Well, after that stop-start passage of play, we've seen what these teams can do in the last couple of minutes. Wellington College playing some
You can bring us up,
absolutely fantastic rugby. Just spotted a Shiplake College top on the right-hand side of this touchline near me. They were on our live stream this morning up against Reading Bluecoat. An absolutely superb performance from Reading Bluecoat in that game. Wilf Kemsley was the man talking you through that one. Here at the school's championship though, at Whitgift School, it's Wellington College, the away team, that are leading against Whitgift 10 points to 7. A try each.
That's not, guys. You're well away from line.
The Fire and Abraham, the scorers. But it's the boot of Rory Taylor that's just got Wellington College
No, your yellow card. Number 2.
ahead in this one at the moment. And it looks as though the yellow cards are over. Abraham comes back onto the field for Whitgift.
So we get a 1.5.
As does Luca Holland, who of course had to drop while Whitgift brought on a replacement front rower in Abraham's absence. Back up to 15 aside though. And a huge scrum from Whitgift. Wellington College just get the ball away, and Taylor, oh what a nudge that is, finds space in behind Townrow. But Townrow is going to have a look to counter, look to go left, now looks to go through the centre of the field, and he's making great ground as Townrow up to the halfway line is the young fullback. Decent ball for Whitgift. Fitzgerald now feeds it towards Quarry. Oh, wonderful handling from Iqbal to collect that offload. Iqbal and Quarry looking great in the Whitgift midfield. Line has a dart, steps back inside, off to his skipper Heaver.
No, you lost now, thank you.
Best passage of play of the game for Whitgift as Akamoa comes onto it with huge pace. Fitzgerald calls for it, but the ball spills.
Number 12, lower offside.
The attack comes to a halt. But we come back for a Whitgift penalty. That's what Whitgift can do.
Okay, guys. Last play, guys.
Finally got the chance to unleash the back line. And boy, did they look good. Fitzgerald nudges it into the corner. And this is going to be the final play of the half as we watch the replay. Look at the footwork from Townrow. The big dummy steps through the tackles all the way up to the halfway line. And we see here the huge carry from Quarry.
Okay, you stay in the mark.
And look at the handling from Iqbal.
Okay, you're well off the...
Brilliant
Boys, you're well off the
work
mark.
from the centres
So
there.
you'll come back to this 1 meter gap, right? Yeah, that's here. It's yours. Wait.
Abraham to throw in.
Okay, fine. Wait. Come back.
Von Daddle's in.
Come now.
Collects it, and now that famous Whitgift maul has another rumble towards the try line, making good ground.
Leave the ball down.
Heads to ground. I think the referee says that's gone down naturally. It's intercepted by Wellington College. Wellington College, it's a foot race for the line. Taylor, the man that did it, steps back inside, now releases his outside men out to a fire. It's going to be a try for Wellington College from one end to the other. Tyler a fire with the final play of the half. Stunning stuff from Wellington College here on Big Side. Taylor just stepped into it, charged away. He knew he didn't have the pace to finish it all off, but he had the wherewithal to step inside, get the pass away. The support was absolutely flying up. Owen Nash was the man to keep up the front row forward, and he had the sense to get the ball quickly into the hands of a fire. And as we said for his first, there is no stopping a fire when he gets the ball out in those channels. Inches from glory were Whitgift. But it's Wellington College that snatched it from them. And they're going to go into half-time with at least a 15-7 lead. Could be 17-7 if Taylor lands this conversion. I can't quite tell if he landed it or not. At just the moment it went near the post, we had a whistle from a different pitch. Half-time is called though. I'll confirm for you whether that went over or not in just a second. Looks as though it didn't. So at half-time it's Wellington College 15, Whitgift 7. An absolutely stunning way to end the first half. Rory Taylor, the Wellington College captain, stepping up with the intercept. And a fire, the man to finish it, his second try of the game. But the story of the half, well, we had a penalty from Rory Taylor to open the account. But then it was Whitgift that came charging back. That powerful maul. And Ben Abraham was the man to get across the line. And we've seen that Whitgift maul a couple of times. Wellington College hit back though, really steady stuff from the scrum. Taylor with the skip pass out to a fire for a simple run in when you've got the wheels that he's got. But then this was the moment that capped the first half off. Whitgift looked for all money like they might score, but Taylor, the England under-18 man, with the interception. Owen Nash, the replacement front row, keeping up with the play fantastically well, and Tyler a fire. Well, you just aren't stopping him from there. 2 tries for the former St Benedict's man on the left wing. Absolutely sensational. And Wellington College, well, they're enjoying their first schools championship outing, aren't they? Half-time, Whitgift staying out on the field. Wellington College have gone to warm up in the changing rooms. And no wonder, it's a funny old day here at Whitgift. Bright sunshine, warm at times, and then Baltically cold from the wind at others. Sunglasses are on the eyes of all the people standing on the touchlines though, so that should tell us a bit of a tale. But it's been good here. Whitgift won't quite believe, I don't think, that they're over a try behind now. They've had some really good opportunities. That maul's been a real weapon for them. But Wellington College have taken their chances. 3 visits, 2 tries to that opposition 22. Wonderful work from them. And of course, halfway towards a bonus point victory now at Wellington College. If they can do that, they'll join Sedbergh at the top of the schools championship table come the end of the weekend. Sedbergh, of course, currently topping it after last week's 46-10 victory over Whitgift, and then the bonus point victory. 3 points for a win in this competition, and a bonus point available for scoring 4 tries or more, or by losing by 7 points or fewer. Millfield, of course, yet to play a schools championship fixture. Their first game coming up on the 8th of October against Wellington College, and we will be live with you for that, as we are for every single game in the schools championship. That one between Millfield and Wellington College will be the last one before the half-term break, and it's the final 3 of the season. Sedbergh in action against Wellington College at Broad Street RFC. Before that, Millfield host Whitgift, and then at the end of the season, it's Millfield against Sedbergh. So Whitgift are ready to get underway for the second half. Wellington College, we're just keeping them waiting for a moment or two, but they've emerged onto the field now, ready to begin. Blue skies still surround us. After a thrilling end to the first half, will we start the second half with a similar high octane level of rugby? Kick off a little messy. We have a Whitgift scrum.
Sorry.
And a good chance for Whitgift to respond to that late first half score from Wellington College with an early one of their own at the start of the second half. Looks like a scrum half change for Whitgift. I'll confirm that one. Whitgift just about on the Wellington College 22. Gamea in possession now. Fitzgerald feeds it on to Miller. Miller's carried really well throughout the first half and starting the second half in similar fashion. Fitzgerald goes short to Townrow.
Forward, lads.
Fitzgerald back inside to Heaver. How will the skipper rally his troops? It looks as though it might be Samuel Johnson that's come on at scrum half for Whitgift, making his schools championship debut. Stuart Pasley making good ground on the left wing. Unfortunately, spilling the ball forward. Referee just blows his whistle. I think we've lost the ref mic there, sadly. We're going to have a bit of a chat, trying to organise who's on the field and who's off the field, I think, at the moment. Wellington College just making a quick substitution. Back on the field comes Harry Eckesall. Went off early in that first half. Coming on for the injured man, so it's going to be a bit of a rejig in the back line, I think, for Wellington College. Bit of a delay in proceedings. Interesting to see Whitgift using Akamea at the second row out in the back line. Wellington College get the ball down into the hands of Harrison Hall. He's carried really nicely through the game. College looking to exit. Oh, it's a trick play. Move it from right to left and into the hands of Afire, one-on-one. Afire down the left wing, manages to keep the ball in field, but then just spills out off Owen Nash.
Yeah. Because he called a line out instead of a scrum. I didn't hear it. When it became dodgy line out, it would line out a scrum.
I thought the ref said what was that, and so I said line out, but he actually said what do you want? And so
We'll have a line out. Whitgift ball. Let's heave it. It's a quick squeeze of water. Dowie Simmons. It's going to be the man to throw it in. How about the energy and work rate off the bench from Owen Nash, by the way? Often goes unseen, that sort of work, but he's really impressed. Just charging onto it goes Ralph Hawker, the vice captain for Wellington College. They work this blind side. Oh, great handling. Ball just taken out though. Tom Taylor couldn't quite stay in field. Get a good view of the line out. And indeed of our cameraman there on the near side. Doing an excellent job. There he goes, that's his good work there. Giving us a perfect view of this line out. Sadly for Whitgift, it's not a perfect line out though. Ball drifts a bit, perhaps in the wind. So Wellington College will have the put into the scrum. So we hear Harry Eckesall exclaiming to his side, come on. Eckesall feeds the scrum. It's a big scrum from Whitgift. Goes around 90, so we'll go again. Schools rugby, of course, you can only drive through 1.5 meters. Which can be a bit of a challenge at times to establish when you should and when you shouldn't be pushing. But these lads out there are all used to it, they know what they're doing. That one goes to deck, so we'll reset again. Been a bit of a struggle at scrum time today, hasn't it? Both teams found it hard to get clean ball off it. The one time that we have seen it though, that first Wellington College try, perfect set piece, laid the platform for Taylor to get the ball into the hands of Fire. Ball in the hands of Taylor now, and it's that centre partnership working together again. McHugh and Peters getting it and then giving it back to Harrison Hall, and Harrison Hall is going to score Wellington College's third try of the game. That threatening Wellington College backline coming up trumps again. Hall and McHugh and Peters combining the 1-2, and then the Red Sea just parted for Harrison Hall. Taylor converts, and suddenly we have a very healthy looking lead for Wellington College here at Whitgift. Taylor converts, 22 points to 7, Wellington College lead as we watch it again. The interchange between Hall and McHugh and Peters was just spectacular to watch. The short pop from Hall, and then McHugh and Peters across the game line gets the offload away, and his centre partner is the one who's there to receive it. Now with their tails up, Wellington College look to go from pretty much their own try line. Finn Walder dancing about on that right wing. He's moved out there, having previously been at scrum half in this slightly rejigged backline now for Wellington College. Now they put boot to ball. So Townrow, well, we've seen him on the counter. What can he do this time? Well, this time he's well tackled by Wellington College. Miller. He's left everything out on that field today so far. There's Jamie Miller. Now into the hands of Quarry. This battle of the centres has been absolutely brilliant, hasn't it? On both sides, but this time Wellington College turn it over. Tails are really up, aren't they? Teague takes it into contact, but he's met superbly by Whitgift and by Sebastian Rubio Prida in particular. Gets himself over the ball to earn the penalty, and Fitzgerald will go to the corner. And we'll get another chance surely to see that Whitgift maul in action.
Lads, get John in his wedge. Tom, wait.
Fitzgerald's kick. Nicely into that corner. Abraham feeds once again to Von Dadelsen. A tried and trusted partnership there. And now it's back in the hands of Abraham at the tail of the maul, and the maul is going to go towards the try line, and Abraham is going to get across the try line for his second score of the game. Ben Abraham.
No, Tom went too high.
That Whitgift maul, such a weapon, and Abraham there at the back of it. Ball tucked under that right arm, and all he had to do was just flop over the line, and that's his second try of the game, and a timely one for Whitgift. Wellington College had opened up a fairly healthy advantage, and Whitgift respond at just the right moment just to keep that gap manageable. Fitzgerald makes no mistake with the conversion. So we're back to an 8-point game, 14 points to 22. Whitgift trail. Ben Abraham the scorer. Taylor to get things restarted as we look at the replay again. Abraham, 2 tries to his name and a yellow card. He's about to complete the set. 2 players on the field with a hat-trick, or sorry, on a hat-trick rather. Ben Abraham for Whitgift and Tyler Afire for Wellington College. Will either of them manage to complete it? Johnson has a little nip around the fringes. Heaver, as he's done time and time again, takes the ball into the heavy traffic. Fitzgerald now almost intercepted again. Spilled forward though by Wellington College, and it just leaves a little space out wide for Whitgift to attack. Comes to nothing though, so we come back. But what I think the referee is adjudged to be a deliberate knock-on at the interception attempt. As once again we get a sea change in temperature here at Whitgift. I've had coat on, coat off, coat on, coat off. But it's difficult when you're tangled up in wires, let me tell you. Clearing kick just about up to the 10-metre line for Whitgift. It's a short one at the front to Heaver. Von Dadelson takes it into contact. Moved across, of course, from the blind side to the open side. Flanked today as Akamea, the big man, goes on the charge. Heaver with the tip-on pass, but it's spilled. And Wellington College will look to counter into the hands of Harrison Hall. Hall out to fullback Frampton, who's taken to ground. But Wellington College, in their eagerness to create quick ball, coming at the side. So Whitgift have the penalty and can escape here. And from a tight angle, not much ground to be had for Fitzgerald there. Hardly any room to play with that one. Abraham. Line up, a little scrappy. Tidied up by Johnson. Through in the tight channel they go. Miller, again a willing carrier. Out to Berger. Huge contact in the midfield. Fitzgerald really starting to buzz now. Sam Line. Huge tackle coming in on line. The referee quite rightly stopped the game because one of the Whitgift players had a bit of a bang. But it gives us a chance just to talk about that Whitgift response. We see it here. It's been a threat all day, the maul from Whitgift. And once again it comes up trumps. Second try from the maul and a second try for Abraham. But it followed this glorious interchange between the Wellington College centres. See the replay there of the Fire's opening score. And that first score for Abraham as well. God, it's a good role being a hooker, isn't it? Get yourself a few of those nice, easy scores. Let the other 7 lads do the heavy lifting, and you just hang on to the tail. Used to be the job of Neil Back, of course, back in the olden days. Open side flanker joining the tail of them all. Nowadays, though, tends to be the hookers. Two teams staying warm in the sunshine. Getting plenty of liquid on board. As am I up here in commentary. Thirsty work here in the Whitgift sunshine. A well packed out touchline it is too. Plenty on the far side, plenty on the near side. And rumour today that they're going to be getting floodlights installed here at Whitgift School on big sides, so potential for a few evening kickoffs in the seasons to come. What a glorious setting it would be for that. Wellington College having a chat. A couple of the lads running through the ball. One of the Whitgift lads doing a few keep-ups. Tyler Afire there, 2 tries to his name. What a start to his Wellington College career. Fine try scoring form. Bringing his St Benedict's form across the Thames.
Energy now, boys. Yeah. Come on, Johnny. Let's go.
Whitgift going through the classic, through the hands drill. Many things change in rugby union, but not that classic bit of drill. The good news is they're all managing to catch and pass it. Years gone by, there'd have been a few players looking to keep their mitts well away from that. Wellington College have decided to join the party as well on the other side. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose. Fizzing it through the hands. Whitgift have moved it on now, actually. They're doing a bit of a dry run. If I was them, I'd have another go at that, setting up that maul. yielded two tries so far and nearly another 2 alongside. As I was saying right at the start of the broadcast though, these two schools produce so many players. 2 from each of the schools are starting games in the Premiership this weekend, but the list goes on and on and on of former professional players, or former pupils rather, now playing professional rugby from each of these schools. Even stretching back a bit, James Haskell and Paul Doran-Jones, England internationals and former Wellington College pupils. Tom and Max Evans both played for Scotland, having gone to Wellington College. Whitgift, as I mentioned, the likes of Elliot Daly, Marlon Yard, Danny Cipriani, as well as more recent players like Henry Cheeseman, now playing his trade at Rosslyn Park. George Hammond at Harlequins, who's of course starting today against Saracens. Stan South over at Exeter Chiefs. Absolutely astonishing how many professional players have emerged from these two schools, and indeed the 4 schools involved in the schools championship. An absolute hotbed of rugby talent of those 4 schools, and soon to be joined by many more. Well, the good news is Whitgift man is back on his feet. I think it's Noah Berger that was down, but he's up and walking and being applauded off the field, which is very, very good to see. Never nice to see a player go down with an injury. But excellent to see Berger back on his feet, and excellent to see the game back underway. Akamea has now moved to number 8, you can see there. The number 5 shirt. Whitgift looking to play, and looking to play through Townrow. Townrow looking really exciting at fullback today, isn't he? 8 points in this game as Heavert gets across the halfway line. Miller once again carrying big. Miller's been really, really impressive here today.
Number 7 need to go in place quick.
And as he makes big ground, Wellington College can't roll away from the tackle in time, and Whitgift have a penalty.
7 need to roll away.
For a brief moment there, I thought they might go for the sticks in an effort to reduce it to a 1-score game, but instead they go to the corner, and Fitzgerald has made really, really good ground. About 8 or 9 metres out will Whitgift be. And yet another chance to set up this maul. And as Abraham prepares to throw in, he must be thinking that a hat-trick is on the cards. John one done. Ball in nicely once again to Von Dadelsen. The maul rumbles on. Abraham has it in his hands at the tail. No one else is getting their mitts on it, I don't think. Surging forward they go, crabbing in field a bit though. Referee says it's been used once. Wellington College are going to try and keep it tied up in there. Goes to ground, but Whitgift have managed to keep it safe. So Fitzgerald will release the back line. Line now, gets it out to Townrow, but Townrow can't quite complete things. The chance was there, wasn't it? Line got it to Townrow, but his pass doesn't quite find Cass Harris. So Wellington College survive, and we'll look to seal this line out and clear their lines. Contact in the air as well, so clearing the lines just become that much easier for Wellington College. Rory Taylor is going to have a chance to get this one well downfield.
You put the hands and they pull down the man. Yeah, guys, middle, take a number 1, please. Thank you. Stay there.
Well, Wellington College are only up to about their own 22, so they've still got a bit of work to do to make a full escape.
Oh, that's not straight.
But escape is not going to come for them. That one not straight, the line out. So Whitgift will have the scrum pretty much bang on that 22. Extraordinary as I look out across the touchline here. We've got some supporters in shorts and flip-flops. We've got others in coats and hats. I don't think anyone's quite sure what they're supposed to be doing from that point of view. Whitgift know what they're doing at that scrum though. Brilliant surge forward from them. Fitzgerald tries to make a bit of ground from fly half, and Fitzgerald is going to dart through. Ethan Fitzgerald brings Whitgift to within 3 points. The Whitgift fly half making a huge impact there. It was Sam Line that took it towards the gain line. Fitzgerald looked to go wide initially and then stepped inside and suddenly found some space. And with the step off the right first and then off the left, had the pace and power to get across the line underneath the posts. And he converts his own try, and we're in to a 1-point ball game here at Whitgift School. Wonderful work from Ethan Fitzgerald. And from 21-7 at the start of the half, Whitgift have worked their way back to be within a point of Wellington College. They showed hints of a comeback against Sedbergh last weekend. Can they follow through with it this weekend?
You're not in the ball, you're not in the ball, leave it. Stay on. Use it.
Whitgift clear long. Wellington going to look to attack, but the crossfield kick has come off the inside of the boot from Ben Frampton and gone straight out. So Whitgift will have a line out. Schools rugby, it never lets you down, does it? We saw a comeback like this last night between Ipswich and Northampton School for Boys. Ipswich couldn't quite get that one done. Can Whitgift complete it today? Or will Wellington College, on their schools championship debut, take the victory? Around about 12 minutes left for one of these two to get the job done. Abraham has it at the tail of the maul. The Whitgift maul moves forward, but they look to the back line now. And a big carry from Quarry and a big tackle in return from Jonty Moraes, who's had a quietly effective game there on the open side flank. Townrow bobbing and weaving. Great similarities actually between the two fullbacks, Ben Townrow and Ben Frampton, for Whitgift and Wellington College respectively. Fitzgerald has another go at the line, why not? Last time he did that, he scored a glorious try. Big carry there. Fraser Murray, the blind side. Now Jamie Miller. Murray again, but the tip on is intercepted by Wellington College. And they've got a penalty here.
Number 3 off the feet. You can't play the ball. Three off the feet.
And a welcome chance for Wellington College just to ease the pressure a little bit. Taylor's kick doesn't quite find touch though. And Stuart Passy charges back into midfield. Turned over by Wellington College though. Teague gets it through the hands. Taylor now down the left wing and fire again, but doesn't quite go to hand. Oh, inches away. Fire couldn't quite get his fingertips onto that Taylor offload. But it was great interchange, wasn't it, between Teague and Sprenger and Taylor down that left-hand side.
Yeah, it's yours. Yellow. Yellow here.
Can't pass the ball.
Yellow, step back. Okay.
Another change. Wellington College back onto the field comes Zach Kernan. Coming off now, Isaac Sprenger. I think he's going to have enjoyed himself there on his first start for Wellington College. Will Sprenger made a real impact around the field. It's the young second row. Whitgift. Well, I was going to say they're getting their maul set up again, but Teague has ripped it clear. And Wellington College, oh, wonderful handling from Jonty Moraes there to catch that offload from Ralph Hawker. Keeping Wellington in possession and territory. Darting through the fringes goes Walder. Walder towards the try line. Taylor playing with advantage now, Wellington College. Harrison Hall now bobbing and weaving. Spills it through contact, but Whitgift for offside. So Wellington College have a penalty. They look to go quickly. They might be advised just to stay calm and take their time. They do have the lead after all. Around about 9 minutes left to go. We see a wonderful take from Jonty Moraes. It's the Whitgift youngsters come and line the field here. So too the Wellington College guys down on the right hand side of my screen. On the field though, Wellington College bring the line out down safely to the tail. How does their maul match up? Their maul matches up very nicely indeed. Charging towards the line they go. And across the line they go. Wellington College showing that they can mix it in the tight stuff as well. Was brought down nicely by Moraes. And they set them all up. And thrusting forward they went. And in the end, I think it might have been Dowie Simmons that got across the line. Michael Campbell, in fact, it was the blindside flanker, scoring a vital try for his side, just as Whitgift had made it look as though they were the ones that were going to make the comeback. Instead, it's Wellington College that get on the scoreboard, and Rory Taylor, of course, gets the conversion. And it's 29 points to 21 that Wellington College now lead. So we see that replay again of Michael Campbell getting across the try line. Small in stature perhaps, but big of heart and big of strength to get across the line there. A vital try for his side from Michael Campbell, and a vital claim of the kickoff from Wellington College. Taylor, feet tall, into Frampton. Frampton just about manages to hang on to the ball through contact there. Walder to Taylor. Taylor is really buzzing around the field. He's also given his mullet a trim over the summer. That's good to see. Taylor. Happy to take it into contact. But Whitgift happy to challenge him in contact and earn the penalty. This game is not over yet. Wellington College, by the way, have secured the try bonus point. So if they do win, they'll be joining Sedbergh right at the top of the table. But either way, they're going to be off the mark in terms of points.
Step back, number 3. Step back. Yeah, middle, yellow, step back.
Touchline really filling up.
Yeah, you're good, man.
One of the great things about schoolboy rugby is those junior games finish, they start to swell the touchline on first 15 pitch. Whitgift, inspired by that, are on a roll towards the Wellington College try line. Rubio Prida makes a bit of ground. Now Miller, we know he can carry. Taylor is there to meet him though. Kamea takes that one in. Now Heaver, Whitgift bashing away around the fringes here.
Oh, no, leave it. Someone, your second man. Step back, guys.
Discipline absolutely crucial for Wellington College here.
Step back, step back, step back. Yeah,
Sam Line to Miller again. Miller getting ever so close. Wellington defending for their lives out there. Defending really, really well. Line now to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald accelerates, gets towards the line. He's scored one like this already, just held short. Heaver now goes towards the line. Quarry's out there in the 12 shirt. on one leg, but still committing himself. Round the corner, Whitgift go. Akamea now will carry next. Driven backwards by Wellington College. They're working so hard here. Now into Quarry on one leg. Out towards the right-hand side. Offload is good. Stuart Parson, no, it's just spilled at the last. Wellington College live to fight another day, but we've got a penalty underneath the posts. Whitgift, when the moment came, the interchange between Townrow and then Harris and then Stuart Passley just didn't quite come to pass.
Number 12 offside.
We have a scrum, a penalty rather, to Whitgift, who go charging with the quick tap towards Wellington College. Abraham takes it in. They're going to bash away here at Whitgift. No, they go wide. The intercept has gone forward by Wellington College. Could it yield a try for Whitgift? Not quite. Townrow goes close. Now Harris. But it's going to be another penalty, is it? No, it was knocked forward by Whitgift, by Wellington in fact. I think in the attempt at that intercept, Wellington College just spilled it forward, and we'll have a scrum down. Whitgift ball. Crucial passage of the game here.
5 meters, guys.
Wellington College lead by 7 points. So if Whitgift are to win this, they need 2 quick scores.
Ready?
Converted try would just draw them level.
Okay, not balance. No, not balance.
Only about a minute left on the clock as well.
Okay. Ready? Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold!
Whitgift have stacked the open side, but Fitzgerald is on the blind side. But it's tough ball, so Akamea decides to pick it up and drive forward. Ball spills loose though, does it? But it's spilled loose because of a bit of illegal work on the floor from Wellington College. It's going to be a penalty to Whitgift, and the referee acknowledging that that's too many penalties from Wellington College. Next one will be a yellow card. Heaver, the captain, takes on the captain's job, takes it to Jamie Miller, the loose head. How fitting it would be if Miller was to have an impact. But we've got an injury here, so the referee is going to pause time with 10 seconds left. And I think what that means is we can safely say that a worst case scenario here is going to be a draw for Wellington College. Although, of course, our clock just a guide. The ultimate arbiter of time is the referee. We could be in for a grandstand finish here in round 2 of the Schools Championship.
3.5 to go.
7 points in it. Wellington College have already secured the bonus point. Can they secure the win? I've just been reminded that I can't count to 7, or indeed I can't count to 8. 29-21, Wellington College have secured the victory as far as I'm concerned. My grandstand finish has been ruined. Nevertheless, the chance for 2 bonus points remains for Whitgift. A 4th try and a defeat by fewer than 7 is on the cards for the home side. How very embarrassing. I do apologise to everyone for my inability even to use the fingers on my hands to count. The injured player, Tom Taylor, is back on his feet. good news. Very pleasing to see both injuries today get to their feet in the end. And we will set up for a Whitgift scrum.
Okay, ready?
Barely any time left on the clock.
Fine. Set. Guys,
Referee has just readjusted things. 3.5 minutes to play.
Play on advantage offside, guys. Play
Around
on
about
number
3 minutes now.
Leave it now. Number 6 offside of the scrum.
Whitgift.
Play on.
Can they get a try here down the left-hand side? Harris goes close.
Leave it. No.
Inches short of the men in blue. Wellington College and Fringe, and the referee, as he warned them he would, goes to the pocket. It's a yellow card. Michael Campbell will spend the rest of this game watching from the sidelines.
Mark here. No, guys.
A man's advantage for Whitgift.
Wait. Send the line.
Akamea
Leave it now, no hand.
on the charge.
Ball available. Step back.
Now Heaver, the skipper. Oh, that's good work in defence from McHugh and Peters.
Number 16. Leave it now.
Ball is available, and Abraham,
No, you lost, leave it.
2 tries to his name, is the man to sort it out.
Stay in your feet now, leave it now, guys. Come back. Down.
Round the fringe, go Whitgift. Will von Dadelson. There is time yet for Whitgift.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left, says the referee. Will von Dadelson, has he given his side a chance? I think he has. Pick the ball up around the left-hand side and across the line, and Fitzgerald with the conversion. And we're back to just a point between them. 4 tries apiece. Whitgift a point down, but a man up. And just a shade under 2 minutes left here. Well, my grandstand finish is back on. Kick-off from Taylor is claimed by Heaver. Akamea. They've got 80 metres to make up of Whitgift. But it's spilled forward. Teague now intercepts for Wellington College. Into contact they go through Hawker.
No one advantage.
Teague at the base. Feeds his fellow forwards on the right-hand side.
Release it now, guys. Take a release.
Tyler, pull him.
Step back.
1 point the difference here. Taylor has a dart down the left-hand side.
No advantage, guys. Look forward.
Taken by Whitgift, but will come back for the scrum down. Wellington College ball.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, guys, last play. Time off. Hey. Right. Okay, guys, last play.
Last play of the game. Wellington College with the scrum. Whitgift need a turnover.
Hold, guys. Come. Please come. Guys, don't go around, please. Mike, drive straight. Loose. Make sure drive straight, guys.
Well, we didn't think we were going to escape that easy, did we? Scrum reset.
Fine.
Nervous onlookers on the touchline.
Stop. Not ready yet.
This is the game right here.
Wait.
Finn Walder with the ball in his hand.
Ready now? Right.
But it's his front row colleagues that have got to do the job here.
Fine. Set. Hold, move.
Scrum goes down, but the ball goes clear, and Rory Taylor gets it off the field, and Wellington College are going to win 29 points to 28, they defeat Whitgift. The home side threw everything at it, but Wellington College on their schools championship debut claim victory here at Whitgift. They claim the Sedbergh and Ulule Memorial Trophy as well, and it's a game fitting of the great man. 28 points to 29. A brilliant effort from Whitgift in their attempt to come back, but Wellington College with just enough to hold on. 2 tries for Tyler Afire were absolutely vital for the away side. But oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, did Whitgift make them nervous. Wellington College turned their season around early on. Tough defeat last week against Harrow, but they get the victory here against Whitgift. And look what it means to them out there on the field. And Whitgift, well, they'll take heart from an unbelievably spirited performance. Refused to roll over at any point. And some massive performances from the men in blue. Jamie Miller at loose head in particular was a sensation. But Wellington College, through the likes of Afire and the electric centre partnership of Harrison Hall and Lloyd McEwen-Peters, just had a little bit too much. Rory Taylor at fly half, catching the side with aplomb as well, and it was his interception just before half time that turned a probable Whitgift try into a Wellington College try for Afire that ultimately helped prove the difference between the two sides. Great respect between these two, as there is between all 4 sides in the schools championship. But it's a heartbreaker for the home side. Started with a Rory Taylor penalty for Wellington College, but then it was all looking rosy for Whitgift, wasn't it? That Ben Abraham try from the rolling maul opened the try scoring. Wellington responded though. Look at that rock solid scrum. Rory Taylor out to Afire. Something tells me that's going to be a combination we hear an awful lot about over the course of this season. And then this was the moment, wasn't it? Just before half-time, Taylor with the interception on his own try line. Got himself across the halfway line. Found Owen Nash, and Owen Nash did the sensible thing and just shipped it straight to Tyler Afire, who scorched home for his brace. And then early in the second half, Wellington College extended their lead further to 22 points to 7. Hall and McEwen-Peters with a lovely interchange in the midfield, and Hall collecting the McEwen-Peters offload to storm home unopposed underneath the posts. And just as it looked like Wellington College might run away with it, Whitgift came storming back with that second try for Ben Abraham. The Whitgift maul was such a weapon throughout the game. And then Fitzgerald narrowed the gap even further. The fly half dancing through. And it was game on at that point. 29 points to 21 it would become though, when Wellington College showed Whitgift that they didn't know a thing or two about mauling themselves. Michael Campbell was the man to eventually get himself across the try line, and a crucial conversion as it proved from that wide position by Rory Taylor, the England international. And then just as we thought it was all over, the referee told us we had a couple of minutes to play, and Von Dadelsen made sure that they were a couple of minutes that meant an awful lot, as he scored the final try of the game. Just a little too late though. Left it Wellington College 29, Whitgift 28, as we see Chris Wilkins about to present the Seb Adena and Alule Memorial Trophy. Such a special trophy, a special occasion, as Rory Taylor claims the trophy. Retained by Wellington College. Last season they beat Whitgift 24 points to 12. And they retain the Seb Adena and Alule Memorial Trophy. Do visit at Seb's Foundation on Twitter and the Seb's Foundation website to find out more and to donate to some very worthy causes in Seb's name. But here at Whitgift School, it's all finished up in round 2 of the school's championship. Whitgift 28, Wellington College 29. Whitgift claim 2 bonus points in defeat, but Wellington College with the full house joins Sedbergh at the top of the table thanks to this 29 points to 28 victory. Wellington College, well, they're back on form.
Introducing Next Gen 15, the new home of school rugby.
Well, where does this come from?
Covering everything the school game has to offer in both the north and southern hemispheres.
Oh, that's a great tackle! It's not good enough! 1-2, skip a few and with the wheels!
Highlighting tomorrow's stars, Next Gen 15 will be bringing you live games and a regular update of all the news and in-depth views on the global game.
What's a kick?
Well, where did he come from and how did that happen?
All your school rugby, all in one place. This is Next Gen 15.